I have laces on my shorts. Okay. Mind over matter. Remember that. Hey guys, it's Alexis, and I'm back in this closet. It may seem familiar. Several months ago, I did an anxiety video. I talked about my past anxiety stories, my present anxiety stories, my softball anxiety stories, my school anxiety stories, all that. And you can watch. Gizmo, stop looking at me. He's looking at me weird. And you can watch those. Link is in the description below. Or just click right there. Anyways, this video isn't going to be as long and it's not going to be as detailed. It's just a more generalized video trying to help you, give you some advice, and maybe you can help me by commenting some things that help you, if that made sense. So here's a little backstory really quick. I've had anxiety since kindergarten. I had social anxiety, separation anxiety. I didn't like school. That was a big problem. I eventually grew out of it for a little while, then went back into it. And that was high school. And now I do independent study, so I don't go to juvie because I'm missing so much school. Pretty much that. So now I'm here, and I have other worries that anxiety tries to take over because I don't have to worry about school, but my anxiety still wants to take over me. So right now my worry is of health. I worry about my health. I've always have, but that's my main thing. I feel a pain, I think I have cancer. I feel something in my head, I think I have a brain tumor. Silly stuff, I know. I even think it's silly, but my anxiety still makes me worry. So yeah, that was my little backstory. So 2 weeks ago, I think I relapsed with my last bad anxiety attack, which you can watch in the video that I posted several months ago. Check it out so you understand what I'm saying here. I relapsed. Not as bad, not as long. I felt the head pressure, the dizziness, the nausea, the sweating, the feeling faint. So I got a physical, got a blood test, did all that. Everything came back good. But I still worry. And so my parents had me go to a therapist again, psychiatrist, whatever you want to call it. They're kind of different, but I don't know what I saw. I don't know. I was before, but that's another story. But now I'm back and I'm starting slowly. I had to get evaluated in a way. And it helped just being there in an office with professionals that study what you have. It does make you feel better. There is a comfort there. So I recommend therapy. If you have anxiety or anything, it's help for you. They teach you techniques and stuff to help you manage it. Recommend it. It doesn't mean you're crazy that you go to therapy. It's good to talk to a professional. So that's why I wasn't really filming videos. So there we go. Cleared it. So if you have anxiety, and maybe you don't know it, there are over 100 symptoms of it. Your mind is so powerful that it can make you feel almost anything. And you can Google, be careful what you Google because it could scare you, but Google symptoms of anxiety and you can see if you have some of those symptoms. But one of the things anxiety does to you is overthinking, constant worrying, and sometimes feeling trapped. Sometimes. That's not a big one. If you have that and when you're doing that you're getting the symptoms of anxiety, you might have anxiety. Well, an anxiety disorder, because everyone has anxiety. Everyone has it in their own way. And people deal with it differently because once again, everyone has anxiety, but there is an anxiety disorder where it is overdone, blown out of proportion. Your anxiety blows everything out of proportion. I think that's the right wording, and if I'm using it wrong, I'm sorry. So my advice to you, if you have anxiety, if you're having an anxiety attack, one of the things that helps most of the time, go for a walk and focus on your breathing. Because when you have anxiety, you breathe wrong because it's your body trying to protect yourself and you can hyperventilate and stuff like that. So focus on your breathing because it will get your mind off whatever you're worrying about. And walking is healthy for you. It keeps your body moving and your brain, That's something I do and it helps. And even if you can't go for a walk, focus on your breathing. Try not to think of things. And I understand trying not to think of something is so hard because your brain, if you're trying to forget something, your brain thinks you need it. So it will try to keep it in your brain by just thinking it and thinking it and thinking it so you don't forget it. So once again, you just have to get your mind off it and doing something else. Another thing, if you feel like your anxiety is holding you back from doing things, because it does that, it makes you not want to go on with life. And then that causes and leads to depression, and you don't want that. So if you're in your room and you feel like you can't do anything, go for a walk. Go in your living room. Don't just lay in your room, and in a dark room especially, it's not good for you. It makes you worry more, it makes you think more and overthink. The best thing is to go for a walk or go out, go for a drive. Driving helps me. It helps me get my mind off things because you have to focus on the road. You can't just be dazing off like you'll crash. So try driving, and if you can't drive, you're 12, I don't know. Go for a walk, trust me. Even a little jog, keep your blood moving. And another thing, some people can't talk about anxiety because it gives them anxiety, and some people it helps to talk about your anxiety because you don't feel alone. Whatever it is, you should always talk about it at some point. It's not good to hold it in because it does make you feel like you're the only one, trust me. Talking with someone and them understanding you, it does help. So to clear up whatever I said, I'm just going to number the tips or the ways to manage your anxiety sometimes. And if you're having a big anxiety attack, like really bad, or you're feeling faint, when I feel faint, I have to lay on cold floor. For some reason it helps me, and I just breathe, and when I start feeling better, I get up, I walk a little, and I lay down on the bed until I feel back to the way I was. If you're having an anxiety attack, go for walks. Focus on breathing. Drink plenty of water. Eat good. Talk to somebody. Distract yourself. Keep your mind off things, which is kind of the same thing. I was holding up two and I should have been like this. Do something that makes you happy. Don't stay in your room, especially a dark room. And last but not least, just get out of your house. So yeah, those are just some tips to do with anxiety. You got my little backstory. So now that I gave you advice, maybe you can give me advice and other people that are here watching by commenting some tips of yours down below. Or even tell me your anxiety story. I want to know how other people deal with what other people have been through. And give this video a thumbs up if you support people with anxiety or you have anxiety. And eventually we're all gonna get better, and I feel a lot better. So I'm learning to manage it, and you can do it too. So there's hope out there, and we can all conquer this together. I will see you next Tuesday with a brand new video. Kisses!